Greetings. I'm Kathy Green with Christian News and Interviews. And I'm not going to be before you long. I just wanted to make a quick video. I noticed that there has, sometimes on YouTube, there's like an explosion of certain types of people who show up and show out. And there's a man, an image consultant, who is now on YouTube and making a big splash. Lots of women and men are going to his channel. He's very entertaining, very charismatic, and he basically goes after black women. He rates them on a scale of 1 through 10. You can't use a 7. Some of you know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to use his name. I actually don't want to bring that energy to my channel. I don't want his people coming over here. And if some of them find their way into my channel, I'm simply going to block them if they are rude. But I would like to, as a born-again Christian, share my thoughts about what he's doing from a Christian perspective. There's a type of man in this world. As a Christian, I would call it a spirit, the spirit of the pimp. Now, as you all know, a pimp is the lowest level of a man. A pimp will put a woman out on the street to sell herself, expose herself to all manner of diseases. He'll beat that woman and take every dime she made out there on the street. And it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that prostitutes that go out there, the prostitutes are broken women. 100% of them are broken. No normal woman would go out there and do what they're doing. So 100% of prostitutes are broken women. And I haven't looked up the stats on it, but I have a feeling that 99% of them at least did not come from an intact family. I believe they came from a family without a father. You notice that prostitutes are very famous for referring to pimps as daddy. Think about that. They don't know what a real father is, but they're looking for a father. So they go to this quote unquote man and they refer to him as daddy, and he beats them. He's the worst kind of a father. He's abusive. So when I look at fathers, I look at two categories of fathers. I look at, as a born-again Christian, the father who is most like Jesus and the father who is most like the ungod, the devil. And I put pimps in the category of the father, quote-unquote father, who's like the ungod, the devil. And all other fathers who are at least making an attempt at being a decent father, I put them in the category of where Jesus would want them to be. 1 Samuel 16:7 says, man looks on the outward appearance, but God looks on the heart. So one thing that a father does, even if he looks at his daughter and he sees that she's not the most attractive, according to conventional wisdom, according to present culture, because beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and beauty is determined by your culture. There are some cultures where people put a bone in their nose or whatever that thing is that they put in their noses, and that's considered beautiful. People put all kinds of things in there, all kinds of adornments on their face, and they consider it to be beautiful, whereas here it's not. So beauty is dependent on where you are. In any event, no father who's a loving father, who's in the category of a Jesus type father, would ever look at his beautiful daughter and tell her that she's anything less than beautiful. As a matter of fact, God in Proverbs 3:15 says, you are more precious than rubies. God does not put numbers on us, but the devil does. The devil will look at you and tell you that you range from a 1 to a 10. Well, that's ungodly. That's ungodly. I've seen this man on YouTube try to convince women, and have convinced women, that they'll never be anything in life because there are two, they have children, and they can just basically give up on life. He talked so horribly to one woman that I thought to myself, well, what does he want her to do with her children? Does he want her to give them away? And then in the next breath, he said to her, well, give the kids to their father. What? Women, stop chasing pimps for a daddy. Look at the two categories. The father who is like Jesus is a father who will uplift you, who will tell you you are beautiful on the inside as well as the outside, regardless of what society says about you. A father who is like Jesus will always lift you up. He will view you as a person whose value is above rubies. That means that your value cannot really be measured. That's what a real father would do. He'll love you. He'll adore you. He would never put his hands on you. He would never throw you out to the wolves. He would never put you on the street. That's a real father. That second category of a father, that pimp mentality, they will tell you that you are a one. They will tell you that because you've had a child outside of wedlock or multiple children, that you'll never amount to anything. They'll tell you that your college degrees mean absolutely nothing. They will try to beat you down and make you feel like you are nothing. Stop going to the satanic fathers. Look for the father who's like Jesus. If you grew up in a household without a father, stop looking to the satanic fathers. And go after the father who tells you that you're precious, that your worth is above rubies, and that man looks on the outward appearance, but God looks at the heart. Think about that.